Hello, everyone, and welcome. This is Amaka of Amaka Magazine. I'm here interviewing Raquel Fullman, native of Chicago, Illinois, graduate of Clark Atlanta University. We are interviewing her today based upon her efforts in her community, which we are going to let her tell us about. Raquel, welcome.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
So please tell us what you have going on in Chicago. We happen to come across some of your Instagram posts as well as Facebook. The social media creeping on our end is so real. We're just very, very, very excited by the efforts that you're making in Chicago, especially with the hashtag Lunchbag Initiative. Can you tell us about that, how you got into it, and what made you decide to get involved with the effort?
Okay. Well, I'll give you background on hashtag. Hashtag Lunchback started on Christmas Day, 2012. Two friends got together and then they called some other friends and said, hey, let's make lunches for the homeless and pass them out. That's what they did, and they posted pictures on social media, and it really just took off. Um, Hashtag Lunchback Chicago was established 2 years ago. And I actually got involved with them in May of last year. And how I found out about it, of course, through social media. I follow Lance Gross, and I would see him always posting pictures about it and talking about it. And I'm thinking to myself, man, this looks like a lot of fun. This looks really interesting. And lo and behold, I'm just lurking on Instagram and stumbled upon hashtag Lunchbag Chicago. And I was like, wow, like this is great. So I went and I called my mom and got her involved in it, and we did it. And it's been a lot of fun. I've met wonderful people. It's great. Of course, we fuel this through social media, so we always encourage people who come to please take as many pictures and post, tag hashtag lunchbag in everything. Every month, we bring out between 100 and 150 volunteers, and to date, I do believe we have prepared over 26,000 lunches. We get together on the last Saturday of every month and just make anywhere from 700 to 1,000 lunches. Lately, we've been hitting 1,000. Excuse me. A couple months ago, we actually did over 1,200 lunches, which was incredible. So that's, pretty much it. Like I said, it's great. It's a wonderful way for people to meet others. Like I said, like I absolutely love my hashtag Lunchbag family. In fact, when good news comes about, they're some of the first people that I tell. It's a lot of fun. Once we're done making the lunches, we go out and we distribute them. So some people, they literally hit the streets and they'll go like under expressways, wherever they know that they'll see like a group of homeless people, they'll literally just like walk around and pass lunches out. Some drop them off at shelters, whether, depending on what side of town they live on. But for the most part, we have a homeless shelter or a mission that we go to, and we pass them out afterwards. And again, it's a lot of fun. It's a great, way to give back, great way to meet people, and we keep on growing. We're all across. There are hashtag Lunchbag chapters all over the country, even some parts of the world. Like I know they did one in Vietnam a couple months ago. They done one in Jamaica. So we're constantly growing.
And what would you say for hashtag Lunchback Chicago, like for what age demographic would you say are the main participants or contributors to the initiative?
I would say people anywhere from the ages of like, say 18 to 35.
Oh, wow.
That's the main age demographic. So definitely millennials. We are absolutely running hashtag. And then you have the few that are older. Like my mom, she gets involved and she's, she always says, I'm one of the oldest people here. And I'm like, whatever, we love you here. So hush. But it's mostly millennials. We're mostly doing it.
What was the driving force behind this initiative? If you could shed some light on that.
I really think it was the power of social media. It's just the power of social media. I mean, there of course, soup kitchens and shelters been around forever, giving back, but you don't really see it much. You don't really hear about it a lot. And I think the fact that there are people our age, like I said, millennials, 18 to 35, that are getting involved in this, and they're posting about it. And in their posts, it doesn't look, not to say going to soup kitchens are boring, but it doesn't look, it's fun. Like, I tell people all the time, it's a party in the day. It's a party at 10 o'clock in the morning. We have a DJ. It's a whole party. And it's a lot of fun. And I really feel like it's just the power of social media. Like the fact that, I see someone my age doing something awesome and it looks like they're having a good time while doing it, while giving back. I'm like, yeah, like that's why I was like, I want to be a part of that. That looks like fun. So I really feel like that's it. And then I really feel like millennials, we are, people say all sorts of things about us. We are narcissistic and we are selfish. We're spoiled. They say a lot of that, but the reality is with millennials, we also love to give back. And we find ways that we can give back whenever and wherever we can. So aside from being narcissistic, which we are, aside from being selfish and spoiled and whatever you want to call us, we do have good hearts and we do want to do things that are, of quality and of value and that bring meaning to not only our lives, but the lives of someone else. We want to do things that we know are going to better someone else's life or give them an opportunity that they didn't even know that they had. So I feel like that's another huge thing as well.
What are some of the testimonials that you have heard from other volunteers as first-timers or returning veterans for the function? What do they get out of the experience?
They love it. They're like, oh, I've got to come back. I can't wait to the next one. How can we do more? I'm so happy I came out to this. I saw this on social media and it looked like a lot of fun and a great way to meet people, and I just had to come out and see what it's about. I love what you guys are doing. How can I be more involved? These are just some of the things that, that I've been told. And, and I speak to a lot of first timers because I usually greet people at the door, and I speak to a lot of first timers. And they're like, I'm loving this. This is so much fun. I'm so happy I came out. Or I came last month and I went and I bragged to all my coworkers and friends and I brought them too. So they love it. They absolutely love it. And then we kind of make it interactive, like we sell t-shirts. We have our little hashtag lunch bag bands that I wear on my wrist faithfully, along with my church band. We have like the little water tattoos that, that we play with and put on. So, I mean, we make it so that it's fun, it's interactive, and it doesn't really feel like we're doing work. It just, we're just out there just having fun. We take our social media breaks. At some point, they're going to turn on something and somebody going to start dancing somewhere. Like, we make it fun. So it doesn't necessarily feel like, oh, I'm just going and doing some community service. No, like, this is actually fun. It's something that you would want to get involved in, that you would want to do.
My next question for you, when you are out there passing out the lunch bags, do you have an opportunity to interact with some of the people that you're serving?
I do. Last month I did have the opportunity of actually going and passing them out, and we actually did a school supplies drive too. So we were passing out school supplies and passing out lunches, and they were just so grateful, and it also helps that, on the actual lunch bags we decorate them and we put inspirational notes in the bag as well. So they're just so grateful, and all they can say is, thank you and God bless you, and and they're grateful. Like, they're grateful, they're happy, they always thank us for coming out, thank us for what we're doing. They're in a really positive place, and it's like, you would think that because they don't necessarily know where the next meal is going to come from, or that, they don't have a roof over their head to call their own, that they would be kind of down. But They weren't. They were just very like happy and great spirits, especially the kids. One young lady, I gave her a lunch and she was like, "Oh my gosh, thank you so much." And like she went in the back, she's like, "Oh my gosh, I got a Butterfinger and I got cookies and I got chips." And she's just like, "Wow, thank you." And I was like, "Well, do you want another one?" "I can have another." And we're like, "Yeah, you can have another." "Oh wow, thanks guys, thanks so much." And it's great to, get those kind of responses. It lets you know that like you're doing something right.
What would you say to some people who feel like you're just doing this for social media?
Oh, no. My mother has instilled in me giving back since I was a kid. So long before social media, long before hashtag lunchbag, she had me at homeless shelters on Thanksgiving Day, handing out meals and helping to feed the homeless then. I was raised who much is given, much is required. So I feel like because I've been given so much, it's only right that I do give back. And that's why I say there's so much that I do that I just haven't put out there on social media. So I don't care about social media being here or not. I'm still riding with hashtag. And the reason why I am on social media is because of hashtag, because I know that that's how we get the majority, or that's how we get all of our volunteers, through social media. So you can take social media away and I will still do it all day, every day. I'm even coordinating a hashtag event with my job. I probably won't put that out there. And and not many people know that. Well, the hashtag team, they know about that, but not many people know that either. So I don't care about the social media. That's nothing. At the end of the day, what matters most is that someone is going to get a meal. Someone who probably didn't know where the next meal is going to come from. Someone who probably depended on the meal. Someone who, that's the only meal they're going to have for that whole day, maybe that week, maybe that month. That's what matters the most to me. You can get rid of social media. I don't care about that. I'll still be out there doing what I need to do to help my people, because I feel like it's only right that I do that. And I feel like that is why I'm here. And technically that's why we're all here, to give back and to help someone in need.